making sure we could hear everything, we could see everything. I am excited now. We are on our day 4, our 5-day free natural hair training, and I'm excited to have each and every one of you here. It's just been a great honor to just serve and just, see how all of you are doing in this journey. And so, like I said, we are here for our Natural Hair and God Week 2 series. And the topic today is moisturizing techniques for optimal hair health. So today we're going to be diving into moisturizing techniques that promote optimal hair health. So guys, get ready to give your hair the hydration that it deserves. So I'm going to recap real quick on day 3. Day 3, we explored the world of wash day. Okay, we talked about the strategies to promote healthy hair. We learned about the importance of pre-pooing. We learned different cleansing techniques and the power of deep conditioning. We also discussed personalized hair care routines and product selection based off of your porosity. Okay, so remember, mastering these strategies will help us achieve optimal hair health. So guys, great job, and let's continue on our natural hair journey with confidence. Now, if you want to learn more about how you can watch day 3, if you missed it, you can find it on the I Am Natural group page in the featured tab. You can go in there, or you can go to the guys tab, and all of it will be perfectly organized for you under natural hair and God, but you can definitely find it in the features tab as well. You can replay it as many times as you need to so that you can get it right, okay? So that you can find time when you do have time to do the test that we have in there, so you can grab the products that we recommended for you, all that, okay? You may also follow us on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@Gladia's Natural, which is GLADIAS NATURELLE. It is the same name as my name on the bottom of these pages as well for the workshop. So I'm excited to get into it. We are going to do a moisturizing party. Yeah, I know it sounds corny, but whatever. All right, guys. Have you ever noticed like how you would, now be honest with me, like, have you ever struggled with trying to do a hairstyle and it did not come out the way that you wanted? Yeah, okay, because okay, first of all, I want to see the hands in the comment section and tell me if you have experienced this, just like this girl on the left and the girl on the right. Okay, you saw a hairstyle and you wanted to just basically duplicate it, and instead you ended up doing something that looks nothing like it. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys, like, I have been one of those people. So I'm putting my virtual hands up. You're not seeing it, but my hands are up. I've had attempted several hairstyles that were a fail, and whether it was my first time and sometimes my 15th time, and it still didn't look too right to me. But over time we're gonna get better. But anyway, I just want to share this funny meme, like how I want my hair versus how it's gonna look if I do it myself. Alright, so today, as we're getting into our day 4 workshop, there is some materials you're going to need, and one of it is our workbook, which you can download here at bit.ly/GWG worksheet 2. And this worksheet is basically a workbook. It's not a worksheet, it's a workbook. This is some of the pages that are in there. There's so many other pages in there, but we're going to be focusing on a couple of pages that I think is going to be super duper helpful for you to be able to document your journey and everything. So here's worksheet 1 and worksheet 2 that we've been working with for the past couple of days. And you can see the sections where we are going to be working on. Today, where we're going to primarily focus on is number 4, okay? You're going to learn how to fill this out, which of these methods are going to work for you, okay? While we get into that, I want you to do me a favor and tell me about your favorite moisturizing product, okay? What makes um, this product your favorite, like your go-to for your hair. I want you to share that with us, and not only just share it, but tell us like what are the steps, the name of the product, and what does it do to your hair. Maybe you can also share with us your porosity as well if you're already if you're already managing your natural hair fine, or or you've been dabbling in some products here and there and you found something that works for you, then I definitely want you to share that as well for all the others that are probably watching. I do have a few that I have on my recommended Amazon storefront page, but there's just several others that are available out there. And I'm sure some of you have come across them. So definitely share that in the comments section. Now, for me, when it comes to moisturizing my hair, my simple method is by using my spray bottle and filling it up with water. And you could fill it up like 3/4 of the way, and I would add oil to it for the remaining quarter. Usually I'll use maybe olive oil. Most of the time it's olive oil, and oftentimes I will try it with coconut oil. Okay, coconut oil doesn't always do best with my hair by itself, but when I pair it with water, it somehow give me that moisturizing effect that I'm looking for. But hands down, olive oil works for me, and I have low porosity, if that's helpful for any of you. And I'm going to share the ingredients towards the end of this presentation so you guys have a DIY moisturizing technique for yourself. Okay, so definitely go in the comment section below and share that with me. Now, as we focus on moisturizing our hair, let's be reminded of 1 Corinthians 11 verse 15, which encourages us to nourish and care for ourselves as temples of the Holy Spirit. I want you guys to keep this verse in mind for day 4 to help you to harness the love of caring for your natural hair, and to think of your hair as a beautiful gift, right? So 1 Corinthians 11 verse 15, it says, but if a woman nourish her hair, it is, okay, a glory to her, for her hair is given to her as a covering. And this is from the Do-I Rhymes Bible translation that I found online, and you can definitely look it up. But there's many different ways of this being stated. But simply what it's saying is that our natural hair, our hair, the way God has given unto us, is it's our glory. It is our covering. Okay, and I want you to be reminded, because I'm going to bring up this verse as often as I can, and I want you to keep that each time that you're taking care of your hair. Whatever that you're doing with your hair, think back to 1 Corinthians 11 verse 15. Okay, and I also want you to also associate it by thinking of your hair as a gift. When you think of your hair as a gift, the rest of what you will do will be very rewarding to you. Why, you ask? Because we don't treat gifts like trash. Something that was given to you as a gift, or an invaluable sentimental gift, you know what I'm saying? What you're going to do with it, you're not going to put it just anywhere. You're going to nurture it. You're going to love it. You're going to care for it. Okay, I think of even my own children as a gift to me. Okay, anything that is supplied to us outside of our own will, right? Sometimes we may want something, and I promise you, if I can will something in my life, then there'll just be many things that I will be able to have right now. But it's also say that we are not in control of how our life is led, and certainly that applies to our hair as well. So when you have this hair, I believe in the art of gratitude, meaning being grateful for what God has given unto you, and loving it as He gave it to you, right? Nurturing it, loving it, just like you do with your garden, just like you would do with your children, just like you would do with your body. If you neglect something, or you doing things that goes outside of the nature of it, you start to introduce things like disease. And we talked about this in our first couple of days of doing this 5-day training. But I want you to be very mindful, very, very mindful about even the words that you say to your hair. Just that alone will start to like help you to flourish in an amazing way. As a matter of fact, if you come back to my group page, I'm actually going to be sharing my hair as well, guys. You know, I had recently cut my hair and it has been flourishing, and I'm not doing so much with my hair. Okay, I'm actually doing a lot less than I've been doing for the past 10 years with my hair. All right, so I'm using water, olive oil, and just basically, washing my hair every other week, because I attempted to do it every week, but it got really busy. But every other week has been working for me, and I still see how my hair has been thriving. It's been a little over a month now since I had chopped off my hair, and I can't tell you how luscious my hair feel. Like, I wish there was a way for y'all to put your hand through the screen and touch my hair, like a before and after kind of touch, so you could be like, oh yeah, that's a big difference. And you're only doing that and praying and asking God, like, what do you want me to do? And thanking him for what he gave me, essentially. And if I'm doing the walk, I know I'm doing this walk also to do it with you guys, to see that what I'm talking about is not it's not a fad. It's not just something I'm talking in thin air about. This is real. This is real life. We need to take account for how we manage everything that we're given, okay? So I want you to learn how to love your hair at the most beautiful way, okay? And remember this verse always, always, always. In 1 Corinthians 11 verse 15, if you have a Bible, highlight that Bible and put hair next to it, whatever that you want to. Remind yourself to come back to it. Your hair is simply your glory and a covering. All right, let's get into moisturizing your hair, okay? These are strands. This is what we're going to be paying attention to. This is the zoomed in version of what you will be doing with your hair. Achieving basically the right moisture balance is vital for any type of hair, but specific for our hair. All right, if you fall between the 3A to 4C hair type, right? That's 3A, 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C, which we're going to get into that a little bit more. This is going to be another 5-day training that I'm going to do separately, just so you guys get a really in-depth understanding about what hair type mean and why is it important, and how do we apply it in our day-to-day regimen? How do we compare it with the products that we see on the shelves and be able to pick the right ones that are more likely compatible with our hair, okay? So this is moisture balance is key for our hair. This is why my hair is thriving, because it's getting the appropriate amount of moisture. And I'm not really moisturizing my hair excessively. I just took my hair out of a twist out. Again, I'm going to share a quick little video or a picture, something. Hopefully I do not forget, but I want y'all to see my progress so you can be able to relate and understand that, okay, if she's doing it like that, then I believe that my process can be the same. The same, in other words, in your own way, the way your hair. I don't know where you're starting. I don't know, your underlying problems, but I guarantee if you're following these steps, if you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, you are going to start seeing actual results and revelation about what you should use and what not to use. Maybe the right product, you didn't know what to choose, and all of a sudden, somebody mentioned something, and boom, that was it, okay? So let's go and dive into the concept of moisture balance and learn how you can keep your strands hydrated. Here's a picture that I had found. This is by loveyourtresses.com, okay? And this is the breakdown of the LOC method. This is the method we're going to be using. And LOC simply stands for liquid oil cream, okay? This is the method for moisturizing your hair. It is a system. It is a order of operation. That's what I call it, right? There's a first step, second step, third step that you do to kind of seal in that moisture in your hair. Now, for me, I'm not doing the entire steps, but let me tell you why. When I first started, I was doing that with my hair because my hair was starting off from a very rough place. I was relaxing my hair at one point, and then I transitioned out of that. So my hair still needed to adapt to what I was trying to do with it. Okay. And I was doing the LOC method. Technically, I'm still doing it, but I have like an all-in-one system, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But for you who are just starting out, you have no clue, I suggest you give this a try and see how this works for you. So the very first step will always be liquid. Second and third step can interchange depending on your porosity, which we're going to get into a little bit. The LOC method is a very popular technique for sealing moisture into our hair. So we're going to explore each step and discover how it can revolutionize, okay, our moisturizing routine. All right, so you guys could see in the picture here, just a synopsis. This is a leave-in, this is the oil, and this is the cream. But really, the leave-in can be any liquid, okay? I want it to be water, aloe. These are all water-based products. We're going to get into more of that. Then you need an oil, and then finally your cream, okay? So when it comes to low porosity hair, LCO method is usually recommended for you guys. So if you did the test, I think it was day one. Yes, day one. We did the porosity test. If you did not, go back to that day one and do the test where we showed you 3 different tests you can do: a strand test, a float test, a water test, and each of them will tell you which porosity you have. So if you have found that you have low porosity, here's one of the recommended steps for you is the LCO method. So really what it is, it's liquid, then cream, then oil. Okay. Step 1, you're going to apply your leave-in. You may use water or aloe. Then step 2, you're going to apply a light cream. I'm very specific with the creams. Pay attention to the words that I am using because it corresponds to your porosity. Light is for low. So think LL if it's hard to remember. LL, light, low porosity. Okay? When you have light, it's because your hair is naturally closed. The hair shaft is naturally closed, and we want to get it to open in order for you to get the moisture to get in. So anything light will help your porosity or the hair shaft to open up so that the moisture can get in. If you're putting anything heavy on it, it's going to weigh it down and not get penetrated into the hair shaft. Okay. The third, so you can find products that contains like cream in the title. Those are usually, or souffle, right? Those kind of words are great words to pay attention to when you wanna find something that is light for your hair. Step 3 is you're going to add a light oil. Again, the word light. Oils that are light are like jojoba oil. I like to say jojoba. I don't know how else you guys pronounce it, but I'll be saying jojoba and then I'll be like jojoba, and I don't even know if I'm saying either or correctly. But that one you can use for your hair, or grapeseed oil. These are just some examples for light oil. I do have a full list that's in my my book, Rocking Your Natural Hair. Wait, I forgot the name of my book. It was a different name. It was a different name, but right now it's called Grow Your Natural Hair with Grace. It's an updated version. You guys can find it on Amazon if you're interested in getting it. But I literally spell out like a full list of all the oils for you. If you're interested in that information, definitely tell me in the comments and I'll go search it out and bring you a screenshot, a copy of the list for you. But you can also Google lightweight oils and it will pull all oils that are lightweight for you. And here's a quick tip for people with low porosity: heat up your water, okay? Or your leave-in conditioner, whatever. My favorite way of doing that is taking the my water bottle and using warm water or hot water, preferably hot water, not scalding hot, but hot enough because it's gonna cool down. Um, or take that spray bottle that you're going to use to spray your hair, and you're going to put it in a hot container with water in there to just warm it up. Either way, however you do it is fine. So all this, you're going to be putting it into your spray bottle. So I would get a spray bottle, put my water, fill it up with leave-in, spray, spray, spray. Then I apply my cream next to that section of hair, and then I apply my oil. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know in the comment section if it makes sense. So you're applying your leave-in, you're spraying your hair with the water. You're adding, inside that spray bottle is not only water, but you can add your leave-in conditioner in there. The remaining way, do not fill it up completely with just leave-in. I like to put 3/4 of the bottle, fill it up with water, and then the remaining amount, the quarter, I fill it up with my aloe, or I fill it up with the leave-in conditioner, or I fill it up with my oil. Okay? Then you spray your hair, section your hair, guys. Is best to do it that way. Trust me. Then you add your cream, your light cream, and then you add your oil, and then twist it, pin it away. You're done. Now when you use your heated up, DIY method right there, it helps to open your cuticles, your hair cuticles, to get into the hair shaft. Once they get into the hair shaft, guys, pin your hair out and then complete the rest of your head in the same fashion. And you're going to thank me later about that. All right, for those who have normal porosity, the first step is going to be apply your leave-in, and you can use water or aloe in the same format. Then you're going to use next. For oil. So you're going to choose your oil. You can choose any oil you like, or the ones that you already know your hair likes. Just use that as your oil base. And for cream, any cream you like or what your hair already likes, you can use. Remember, normal porosity, you guys fall right in between. You have a perfect, your hair strands are, is able to absorb moisture well and keep it at the same time. So it's a matter of trial and error, really, is what I'm going to say with this. Just test out your hair, and if you find a system that has been working for you, stick with that. And my tip is, this type of porosity absorbs water well. So like I said, any option will work for you. Now, for those who have high porosity, your step is also going to be the LOC method, okay? I've heard of LOCO as well, which is leave-in, oil, cream, and then they seal it again with oil. Now, here's the issue with people who has high porosity, as you explained from day one, is that your hair shaft is always open, okay? So anything heavy, heavy, right? HH, that's another way to help you to remember for your hair that you need products that are much heavier in not only just texture, but in the way that it weighs down your hair, because what it will do is start to seal the hair down for you, okay? Unless you have very, very thin hair and you don't want to have too much product, like, heavy products like that, then, I would understand if you pull back. We're also going to be talking about density, meaning thickness of hair, and what you can do to help to give you the thickness that you're looking for, okay? So your first step is applying that leave-in conditioner, or the water, the liquid, which is going to be your water, or, filled with aloe or leave-in, whatever that you decide to put in there. Step 2, you're going to apply heavy oil next, like, Jamaican black castor oil, which is my favorite. For those of you who are Haitian and know the other term to it is called huile masqueriti. So huile masqueriti is the same as Jamaican black castor oil. I didn't even know that. Maybe it's not Jamaican, but Haitian black castor oil. It's still castor oil. And we would use that on everything. That was like how people would say they use Robitussin You know, I saw that on television one time and it had me cracking up that she was using Robitussin for every type of sickness. Yeah, you broke your arms, go get that Huile Mascariti or that castor oil and just rub it on there with some salt. I don't know if you guys know about castor oil, but that's what we would use. If you have a fever especially, listen, this was liquid gold. So this oil is very heavy. Now I know why our hair used to grow, because my mother used to apply it to the middle of our scalp when we were little girls, and each time that we had a fever, she would put it on our head, like rub it in the middle of our scalp and everything. And all of us, and I'm the eldest of 8 children, and 7 of us are girls. So imagine we all had long hair on top of that. So maybe it's thanks to Jamaican black castor oil, because this is the primary oil we also can use in order to help your hair to grow. And we are going to talk about that too on another week, okay? And then lastly, you're going to apply your heavy cream, okay? And just find products that contains, you know, cream in the title, or butter. That's another way to look. Butter. What else can I say? I can't remember off the top of my head, but Google heavy cream or words like heavy cream, and you will see there are products. When you start seeing it in the store, you'll be more familiarized with them and understand what they mean. Okay, you'll be like, oh, souffle, that means this is a very lightweight product. Or butter, that means the thickness of this product is a lot thicker and maybe more compatible for your hair if you have high porosity. All right, so first step, liquid, which could be your water with leave-in, water with aloe, whatever combination you're using. And then your next oil, heavy oil like your black castor oil, which certainly is heavy. And then last, you're applying your cream, which is a heavy cream. This is why it's different from normal porosity, because normal porosity, they're trying to figure out which one will be most compatible. Okay, for my normal porosity sisters, start with the lightweight first and then work your way up to the heavy. Okay, that will be another tip for you guys. Okay, so if you don't know any products that you can use, go to my Amazon page as well. I have literally done the research for all porosity type and found the most recommended hair products for you guys and compiled it. So go to the page. It's amazon.com/shop/Gladius Natural, and I'll earn a little commission just for you to purchase under my link as well. But yes, you definitely can find all of the hair products categorized according to your porosity, so you don't have to figure it out yourself. You're welcome. But here is a LOC method that I had found online. I'm just zooming in so you guys can see a little bit. Here's step 1, and then they listed the product. Okay, here's Cantu shea butter. I can't really read the other product names, but here's what it says. Choose a leave-in that has the first ingredient listed as water. Best type of liquid. Duh, I agree 100%. This is the best type of liquid, the most organic liquid you can use for your hair. Go for water. And then step 2, choose an oil that will penetrate the hair and seal in the moisture. And then 3, here's some cream. Choose a thick cream styler that will help shape, mold, and define your curls. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for definition when you're using your cream. You're looking for your hair to retain the curls that you were able to reveal after you sprayed your hair down. Okay, all right, so here is that quick DIY moisturizing spritz that I was referring to you. Here are what you're going to need. You're going to need a spray bottle. You're going to need your water, and your ingredients could be aloe vera juice, it could be glycerin, or your favorite leave-in conditioner. And thirdly, you're going to need a label if you choose, or a marker to label your spray bottles. And then what you're going to do, you're going to grab that spray bottle, fill the bottle halfway or 3/4 of the way with water, warm it up, okay? My sisters with high porosity, you can still choose to use warm water if you choose to. But remember, your hair shaft is already open, so warm water will just continue to keep it open. But then seal it with some cold water. What I will do is um, get that cold water and, you know, put my leave-in conditioner in very cold water and then spray your hair and see how your hair does with that. Okay, add your desired moisturizing ingredient to your spray bottle, then shake the bottle very well to mix the ingredients, and then label your spray bottles with your names or your favorite moisturizing spritz name, and then come back later and tell us what you made, either in a video or on my I Am Natural group page, or you guys can simply just comment in the section below, just writing it out without doing a video. But I would love to have a video just to see what it looked like when you sprayed your hair, all that. Like, it will be good information, not only for me, but everybody else who may have a porosity like yours. Now, if you have any question, now is the time to ask it. Definitely put it in the comment section for me, and I'll do my best to answer every questions that come along, or any concerns that you may have about your moisturizing technique, and I will address any queries and provide further guidance for you guys. So thank you so much for joining me live today, and congratulations on completing day 4 of our workshop. Congrats, guys. You gained valuable insights into moisturizing techniques for optimal hair health. Stay tuned for the final session where we're going to wrap up your journey. Okay, so we're going to see you soon, but before we do that, I'm going to take a moment to pray and ask God, as we seek his wisdom and guidance while we try to find the right products, how to care for our hair, and more importantly, how we found our identity in him because he created us. I just wanted to leave this prayer for you guys. This prayer template that's on the screen right now is just for you to use as a guidance when you want to pray about your natural hair in general, and your hair products, whatever that you feel you need at that moment. But feel free to screenshot this page and alter this prayer, or you can use it as is. Just remember that when you're praying, I want you to speak to your Father as if he is standing right in front of you, because he is, and he loves you. So I want to pray and close out today. So let us bow our heads. Father God, I just want to say thank you for today. Thank you for allowing us to understand more information about how we're going to moisturize our hair, how we're going to manage our hair. I know you've given us the best moisturizing technique ever, which is water, and we're grateful for that. Allow us to learn how to use these products along with other products that you have created so that we can take care of our hair and moisturize it and allow it to thrive. God, I ask you bless each and every person, that they know what to choose, they know what product to stay away from, Lord Father, that they know how to apply these products correctly into their hair so that they can get the results that they're having. So many of them before us are experiencing lack of moisturization or excessive dandruff or just poor management overall. God, I know you have an answer for every problem, and you care about everything that we care about, which is the most beautiful thing about your heart. And I ask that you allow them to know what to do specifically for their hair, that when they come back, they know that it could have been nobody else, not even myself, Lord God, not even me, but it was all you and all the things that you already put into place for us. Help us to come back to the original way, back to the basics, the way you intended it, so that our hair can become not only just beautiful, but better, more than we have ever imagined. I believe that, and I trust that, and I thank you for every person that is here. Bless them abundantly under the sound of my voice, whether they're watching the replay or they're watched live. God bless them, not only for today, but forevermore. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Guys, thank you so much for praying this prayer with me, and thank you again for joining our day 4 session. If you guys want a more personalized experience, you can always book a free 30-minute consultation to speak with me to get a more in-depth understanding about your hair. In this 30-minute consultation, I'm going to personally identify all of your natural hair struggles. We're going to lay out the steps. you will need in order to get you from where you're currently at to where you truly want to be. So come on and book those calls. I've opened some slots, okay? It's not many. So definitely get in if you want to talk to me personally. It's free, so I don't see why not. You can go to bit.ly/book with Gladia. That's BOOKWITHGLADIA. So again, I thank you for taking time to join this training about natural hair and God. I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed one. Bye bye.